Aloha. Welcome to TMDR, the Maui Daily Report for Tuesday, April 15th, 2025. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson, and these are some of the stories that may interest you today. U.S. Senator from Hawaii Brian Schatz called out Donald Trump today for refusing to comply with a U.S. Supreme Court order to return a man who was denied due process and illegally deported to an El Salvador prison despite no evidence he did anything wrong. Schatz stated this lawless rampage cannot continue. The rampage by swarms of infected mosquitoes killing Maui's endangered forest birds can't continue either. The Intermediate Court of Appeals has ruled in favor of the birds, the DLNR, and the American Bird Conservancy by clearing the way for the project to use an Incompatible Insect Technique to control mosquito-borne avian malaria on East Maui. The disease has already led to the extinction of many native birds and is responsible for the near total decimation of several remaining species of Hawaiian honey creepers. And here is something to crow about. 5 months after the release into the Kipuhulu Forest Reserve in East Maui, a cohort of 5 ʻalalā Hawaiian crows is healthy and continues to practice the instinctual behaviors unique to that species. 2 additional ʻalalā, a male and a female, are currently being evaluated at the Maui Bird Conservation Center in Olinda and are set to be released later this year. Watch this.
In early November, we opened the release door to their soft release aviary and let them into the forest. We're really happy to report that the cohort are all doing well. There was some concern leading up to this because it's the rainy season here, and so they had to first contend, their first months being out were the wet and cold months during the year up here. And so one of the really great things that we've been able to observe is that they have been able to find shelter during storms, keep themselves relatively dry and out of the elements when they need to. We believe that they're finding shelter in the forest and using the tree cover around them to shelter during storms. They also have access to their pre-release aviary, or that soft release aviary where we translocated them to. So they're also able to use that at times when they choose to find shelter. This is a good sign because it means they are anchored to the release site. And that was something that we were really curious and hopeful for. So that's been a positive sign that they think of this site as home. Other things that are kind of positive signs that we're excited to share with everyone about the first few months that the birds have had in the forest is that they are foraging on some native fruits. The cohort will continue to be supplemented with a diet that we provide. And this is because in order to keep their body condition and their health as optimal as possible while they're learning these new skills of survival in the forest and in contending with the elements, we want them to have the best chance to do that. So far, the cohort of ʻalalā are still very cohesive as a social group. So they still engage in all the social behaviors among themselves that they had in the past, which is a good sign. That's showing stability of their cohort, and that cohesion, if you will, is a way that they can also learn from one another. In general, the weights are stable, the birds are in good health, and that good health and condition has enabled them to really take full advantage of the environment that they're now in. We didn't expect them to instantly become wild birds once we opened the release door. They are progressing along that route, or along that path towards having those wild behaviors and all those chances for those instinctual behaviors to come out. And that's really what we need more of for them to be able to have success, is to have more time. But that's part of what the release on East Maui is really about. It's providing a safe space for ʻalalā to be themselves.
Wow. There are a lot of Maui dogs out there that really need foster families fast. Maui Humane Society is facing a large-scale intake of dogs from an enforcement case, and they have 0 kennels available. They must make room for these incoming animals as soon as possible. Whether you are a seasoned foster or a first-time foster, they really desperately need your help. Please visit mauihumanesociety.org/foster to learn more, or just go directly to the animal shelter and inquire. These situations are not good, and these dogs and our animal shelter are desperate.
Aloha kako Maui. Maui Humane Society is preparing for a large-scale dog intake from a humane enforcement case. But right now, we have 0 open kennels. We need fosters now. First time or experience, you can help us save lives. We will provide everything needed: food, meds, supplies, and support. We urgently need our community to open their hearts and homes now, so we can make space for those who desperately need our help today. Email mauihumanesociety.org/foster or come into the shelter today. Mahalo.
Boy, that is sad. Please think about being a foster. Another difficult situation is the Stage 1 water shortage, now in effect for customers in the Upcountry service area. That includes Makawao, Upper and Lower Kula, Haiku, Hali'imaile, Pukalani, Kokomo, Kapakolua, Ulumalu, Keokea, Ulupalakua, and Kanaio. Although the area has experienced some recent rainfall, it is not sufficient to maintain adequate reservoir levels. The county is asking all Upcountry customers to follow all water use restrictions to conserve water and protect our water resources. Budget cuts are being considered by the Maui County Council for Mayor Richard Bisson's proposed $1.5 billion spending plan for the county's fiscal 2026 budget. That's according to Council Chair Alice Lee. There's a track record of being unable to spend budgeted items as planned, she said, such as approximately $12 million that went unspent in the county's Affordable Housing Fund. According to Budget Chair Yukile Sugimura, disaster recovery funding is already in the fiscal 2025 budget. Campbell's soups are good, right? Well, maybe not anymore. The brands Chicken Tortilla, Baja Chicken, Chicken Enchilada, and Wicked Thai have been found to be contaminated with wood. Other brands like Molly's Kitchen and Health Request are also affected. Celery sold at Walmart is being recalled for listeria contamination, and Cabot Creamery has recalled 1,700 pounds of butter laced with bacteria found in feces. In a united effort to support local families experiencing food insecurity, Steve's Plumbing and AC partnered with Maui Food Bank to host its first ever food drive on Maui. To date, the company has donated over 12,000 meals and plans to expand its impact through targeted island-specific drives. To help, go to this web address below. And you might want to check to make sure there isn't any soup on that menu. Common Ground Collective has announced the expansion of its foster farm program, thanks to support from Maui United Way. The plan is to scale the program to help landowners utilize their arable land to increase the availability of local grown produce. The program offers harvesting and distribution services and enables landowners to either donate their produce to local organizations or sell their harvest through market connections. For more information about Common Ground Collective, visit commongroundcollective.org. With hurricane and wildfire season coming up, Hawaiian Electric is hosting 2 emergency preparedness open house events to help prepare residents and their communities. One will be held Saturday, April 26th at King Keikauliki High School cafeteria. The other will be held on Saturday, May 3rd at the Lahaina Intermediate School cafeteria. Maui Arts and Cultural Center presents 3 Decades at the Schaefer International Gallery, an exhibition exploring the unique ways that the MAC has become a home for visual and performing arts expression over the past 30 years. The exhibition runs from today through June 13th. The gallery is open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. and admission is free. After a 5-year hiatus, the Queen's Challenge competition, honoring Queen Emma and celebrating the skills and pride of Maui's kalo farmers, will return at the 2025 East Maui Taro Festival, April 26th at the Hana Ballpark. There will be plenty of great kauka, entertainment, and lots of community booths offering a wide variety of items. Astronomers at the Keck Observatory on the Big Island have done it again. They've discovered something new. This time, it's evidence of a dark matter deficient dwarf galaxy about 60 to 65 light years from Earth that challenges conventional theories of galaxy formation. Wow. Dark matter deficient dwarf galaxies are so adorable. Imagine one so close to home. That's it for today's Maui Daily Report. Mahalo for joining us, and please keep watching Akaku, channels 53, 54, and 55. You can watch Akaku at akaku.org or on your phone 24/7 with our app Maui Stream. This is how we stay connected. I'm Chivo Ching Johnson. Have a peaceful Tuesday night. Be happy, stay healthy, and keep smiling. Aloha.
Here they are.